Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm the owner of Bedouin Beats Dance and Fitness, a belly dance studio and boutique right here in the heart of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Some of you may recognize me like this, while others may only recognize me like this. I wanted to reach out to each of you today regarding the current affairs happening in our world. I know we are all dealing with an influx of information coming from the government and elsewhere, and it can be very overwhelming, especially at the rate that it is rapidly changing the more they find out about COVID-19. I might not be able to answer any questions regarding that, but I can at least answer questions regarding our studio. As you may now have heard, we have had to make the difficult decision to postpone our winter show, the Cat's Meow Cabaret, originally scheduled for April 5th. We did not make this decision lightly. However, we thought it was in the best interest of our students, our instructors, our staff, and our audience. This has also affected the pre-show Art in Motion, which was scheduled for March 28th. We will be pushing both of these shows further down the road so that we can get together again in a safe environment to celebrate dance. Now, up until yesterday, we had good intentions on continuing our classes at the studio, considering we typically only have between 5 and 20 people at any moment there. However, since then, we have decided that we will give the utmost respect to the social distancing rule being implemented by the Alberta Health Services and World Health Organization. In doing so, this does mean that classes are being postponed or possibly being held virtually, as well as the store being closed until further notice. This is all very new to us, but we are trying to continue to give you stress relief through dance, and this might be in the form of drill or technique videos or live stream from your instructor. We do appreciate your patience as we try to muddle through the possibilities. As a side note, in lieu of the fact that we will not be having our winter show anytime very soon, Kazoo Productions is going to be doing a side project which will include you, the student. So if you have been taking classes this winter, please consider filming yourself at home in a nice safe environment and then taking that film and submitting it to kazooproductions@gmail.com. You can either upload it to Dropbox or to YouTube and then send us the link. What we will be doing with those videos is putting them together with others who submit and creating a collage or a montage of videos for each performance. So if you're in several performances, please feel free, consider sending us a video for each of those. We are planning to call this project the COVID-19 Collage, and it will include performances of classes that have been running for the full term. You can certainly submit for each performance that you are in, and you can do it in full costume, full makeup and hair, or you can do it in regular clothing. Or perhaps if you're working home remotely and you spend a lot of time in your jammies, send it like that. Just remember, when you do submit it, please include the name of the class or classes that you are submitting for. In regards to our store, we are closed until further notice, until the government has more of a handle on what is happening. We do apologize for this inconvenience, and if you were planning on making a purchase, please do contact me and let me know. We can make arrangements, or I can put the item or items up on our registration site where you can purchase it from there. Speaking of, I have started to put some of our store items up on our site for your continued shopping. Some of those items will be spring fashion, costuming, jewelry, and I will continue to add more as the days and weeks go by. I will provide a link to that online site here on the video, as well as on our website and social media sites. This brings me to the future classes. I've received a fair number of questions asking as to whether or not we will continue. As a matter of fact, I do have my spring session listed up on the site as we speak, and they are ready for registration. We do plan on starting the spring term the week of April 6th. However, with the current state of affairs, of course there will be change. We will commence the term online in a web conference style where the instructor will be able to be seen by the students and vice versa. We are still looking into those services and hope to have that information for you shortly. The prices of classes for spring session will be the same as if you were attending classes at the studio, but you will not incur any extra fees for the web service. We will make sure to cover that on our end. And hopefully as the session unfolds and the curve of this virus begins to flatten, we will be able to resume our classes on site at the studio, where we can enjoy once again each other's presence. On a more personal note, I would like to ask that each of you look out for one another. Check in on elderly and at-risk neighbors. They're the ones that are going to be affected and hurt by this virus the most. If you're able to, please continue to support small businesses in any of the ways that are still possible. Be courteous and grateful to store employees and healthcare workers and anyone else who's having to be the front line for this new world. Be patient. I also want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the students and patrons, as well as my instructors and staff during these difficult times and changes at the studio. I'm grateful for each of you and look forward to the near future when we can all dance together again. If you need to reach me at all for any related reasons to the studio or the store, please contact me at info@bedouinbeats.com. I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions. In the meantime, I'm wishing everyone good health and the strength to weather this current storm. I wanted to reach out to each, really? Or and just flying off the cuff now. Just
okay.
What am I doing?
Perfect. You just did it.
We're in attendance. So remember to keep things light. Don't panic. Keep calm and shimmy on. But please, wash your hands.